Hi guys, my name is Anne-Marie, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how I turned myself into a haunted porcelain doll with a bit of a spider infestation. If you want to know how I did this, then please keep on watching. Also, I created this look with the intention of entering myself in the Dutch Doll Search NYX Cosmetics competition, #DollSearch NL. So yeah, let's get to the tutorial part.
Jumping right into it, the first thing I do is make my eyebrows disappear. To do this I use a non-toxic washable glue stick and about 3 coats of it. I won't go into too much depth on this, but be sure to powder it off at the end. Now before applying anything else, I'm applying primer all over my face. In order to make myself look like a porcelain doll, I'm making my skin even paler. For this, I used a mixture of light foundation, a white foundation mixer, and a hint of black face paint to make the skin a little deader, so to say. I then smooth it all out using a damp makeup sponge. And set it using a translucent setting powder, which I dust all over the face. Now most porcelain dolls have very bright pink blushy cheeks, so to emulate this I apply a bright pink blush all over my cheeks. For the one eye that is still there, I'm taking a brown eyeliner and drawing in a very thin, very 1930s eyebrow. In order to make my eyes look a little bit deeper set, I'm adding some brown eyeshadow. I don't use any primer underneath this to make it look a little bit patchy and aged, just like the rest of the doll. To give the eyes a more dull-eyed look, I'm applying a black eyeliner along the upper lash line and taking it below the lower lash line. This extra space creates the illusion of a larger eye. I'm also adding a tiny wing to the end to function as eyelashes, and I will draw in a couple more. Once I'm satisfied with the eye, it is time to apply mascara to the upper lashes. Don't do this to the bottom, as the lash line will be lowered. Don't worry, we'll be adding some fake lashes later on. Moving on to the lips, to add a doll-like pout, I'm making them thicker in the middle and shorter in width. And then I fill them in with a dusty pink shade. Now, to make the doll look more aged and decrepit, I'm going in with a mixture of gray and black eyeshadow, adjusting it over the skin randomly. For this, think of a doll that has been laying in the back of someone's closet for years and then use that as inspiration. Then, using some gray eyeshadow as a makeshift nose contour, I'm trying to make my nose look more smaller and doll-like. For a bit more shaping and detailing, I'm adding some contour to make the cheeks look more like doll's cheeks. Now it is time to add our cracks. So first I'm drawing in the basic shape I want for the cracks and holes using a brown eyeliner or brown pencil. That way if I make a mistake I can still easily correct it. Then once I'm happy with the placement, I go in with a brown face paint, filling in all the bigger holes. With a smaller brush and that same face paint, I further define and draw in the other cracks. Next, I'm taking a black eyeliner, or you can use a face paint and a small brush, and further defining and deepening those same cracks. Now that the outlines are in place, it is time for highlights and shadows. Taking a black face paint, I'm deepening the larger holes on the face. Using a white eyeliner or a face paint, I'm drawing in highlights in the parts I want to come forward. Then, taking some brown eyeshadow and a small brush, I draw in some shadows in the parts that I want to be pushed back. When something is shattered, like this doll, certain shards push forward and others push backwards. Now with a look like this, it's really all about fine-tuning the details. So there's a lot of going back and forth between all the steps I just mentioned and building up the look to your own liking. Once I'm somewhat satisfied with the look of the shards, I'm taking some more black and grey eyeshadow and dusting that all over the broken pieces, making them look even more dirtied and old. Now if you want to create a broken porcelain doll, you can stop right there, but my doll has a bit of a spider infestation. In order to add this, I'm starting with some black face paint and drawing in the basic shape of a black widow spider. Don't worry, we'll make it look more realistic later on. To make our new friend a little more 3D, take a small brush with some brown eyeshadow and draw its shadow on your face below it. Then, taking some white face paint, start drawing in the highlights on the high parts of the body of the spider. A black feather spider is very shiny, so you can use a harsher highlight. Now repeat this for how many times you'd like in different sizes. I'm adding 2 smaller ones. Now I'm imagining that those spiders have been living there for a while, and so they must have made some webs inside the doll. So I'm drawing that in the eye hole using some white face paint. To make it pushed back into the doll, I'm taking a bit of black eyeshadow on a fluffy brush and dusting it over the outer edges. And to make the lips very shiny and porcelain, I'm adding some harsh highlights to the mouth. Now, like I said before, it's all in the details and going back and forth and perfecting them. So here's a clip of me doing just that. Then, if you're like me and thought of wearing a collared shirt with this look and then realized that you don't have one at your student home, you can draw it on. Using some white and black face paint, I'm painting a very basic color to blend in with the shirt that I was wearing. With a little bit of gray and yellow eyeshadow, I'm making the color look a little bit more warm. Now be sure to add some big fake lashes to the top and smaller one to the bottom of the eye, and you're done. Congratulations, you are a creepy doll.
And that is the final result. I hope you guys liked the video, perhaps even learned something from it. And please don't forget to like and leave a comment, because it's always nice to get comments. Anyways, that's it, and I'm awkward at saying goodbye, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say bye!